What's up, guys? Yo, Food Punch Sabi here. We are back with some White Album 2 closing chapter. So, we're going out with Mari-san. Mari-san has a wild appearance from Kazusa, but I think that's about as much Kazusa would get in that route. Not that it matters, right? It is Mari-san route, so. What I'm thinking is, remember when Koharu went super crazy? After winter break and the New Year's. So far, Haruki's going super crazy on Mari. You think it'll be the opposite? Mari would save Haruki instead of Haruki saving Mari. The only way to find out is we'll keep on going. Alright.
すまない。遅くなった。
いや、そんなに遅れてないです。約束の時間からは。
It's 1:15 a.m. on Sunday at the moment. At first, when Mari-san proposed the decision of meet up at the bar and three of us went before at 1 o'clock on Sunday, I suddenly pointed out the off-point question of a bar open during the daytime.
どうしても片付けておきたい仕事が手間取って、明日はさすがに休みたかったし。
確か先週の土日も全出だったんですよね。
その前まで5連休取ってたんだ。仕方ないよ。
Working non-stop until Sunday 1 a.m. is an impressive feat by itself. It seems that Mari-san labor standards are full of holes, as always.
何飲みます？
うん。それじゃあ最初はビール。いや、今日は酒はやめとこう。ジンジャーエールで。
There ain't no sake today.
大丈夫ですか？
Or alcohol at least.
私が酒を頼まないというのは、それほど目をひんむいて驚くことなのか？
熱は？気分はどうです？寒気がするとかありませんか？
人が予防線張ったというのに、お前というやつは。
It's not that I'm trying to tease Mari-san, deliberate attempt to feign being strong. It's just that she really doesn't look to be in the best shape today.
飲まない理由は2つもある。だって北原、今日は真面目な話なんだろ？
マリさん。
You might need a couple of drinks after hearing this story.
さてと、それじゃあ乾杯しようか。
Hey, what is that? That's not ginger ale. I'm just kidding. I'm not kidding. But you know, I know what it is, bro. It is the CG, so. Mari-san takes a sip from the ginger ale served in front of us less than 30 seconds after she ordered it.
お疲れ様でした。
That's why I put aside the unnecessary questions such as, what's the next reason? And the like, bringing my own glass to hers.
今週はほんと疲れた。仕事の進捗も悪かったし、休みボケがまだ残ってるのかな。
そういうこと言うから心配になるんじゃないですか。
If she's working in such a state as well, it's given that Mari-san wouldn't have any development.
そうよね。余計な心配かけてごめんなさい。でも本当に病気なんかじゃないから。
そうですか。ならいいんですけど。
それで何話って。電話じゃえらく深刻そうな声だったけど。
あ、じゃあ俺実は。
ちょっと待って。
What?
お手洗い行ってくる。
Is she really okay?
バイトやめようと思ってます。
Yo, oh, like, what the hell? Isn't it weird? Why would they add that in? I guess she's nervous, maybe. That's a sign that she's nervous as well. Maybe that's why they add that little bathroom part. Oh, she got angry. I saw her changing face. Mari-san finally returned and sat on her seat when my glass of cola was about half empty. Despite this, I knew I'll only be replied with, I'm fine, even if I voiced my worry about her condition, and so I immediately cut to the chase. Mari-san seeps into silence, wearing a stern look, with me not knowing if she likes that because of what I said, or if it was another reason.
いずれ正式に挨拶に伺いますけど、マリさんには先に言っておくべきだと思ったから。
私はテスト期間中は休めと言っただけで、やめていいなんて一言も言った覚えはないぞ。
俺の判断です。
However, the act of Mari-san clicking her tongue at me is without a doubt due to what I said.
マリさんには迷惑かけることになるかもしれませんけど。
迷惑なものか。仕事を始めて少なくとも2年は教育みたいなもの。足を引っ張りこそすれ、会社に利益をもたらしたりしない。
そういうものなんですか。
松岡を見てみろ。あいつがいい例だ。
本人も気にしてましたけどね。いつも松岡さんをオチに使うのはどうかと。
あれであと2年すればちゃんと使えるようになるんだ。会社ってのはよくできてるんだよ。
へえ。
まあ私はバイト時代から頭角を現していたけどな。
Is this all she has to say after all? I feel as if though she was about to complain something more complex.
でもそういうわけだったら俺が辞めても問題ないですよね。どうせマリさんの役に立ってるわけじゃないんだし。
どうしてお前は対極的に物事を捉えることができないんだ。
ただの給料泥棒だからじゃないですか。
I mean, aren't we all Haruki? Aren't we all just working to get by in life?
会社的には後で回収するはずの必要な投資だ。ひよっこがそんなこと気にするなんておこがましいんだよ。
Mori-san, who seemed not to be okay from the start, is getting increasingly cranky with the thorns in her words growing in sharpness.
でもそろそろ就職活動も始めないと。
うちに入るんだから、うちで働くことこそが就職活動だ。あんまりうだうだ言ってると内定出ても取り消すぞ。
What?
意味わかりませんよそれ。
うちの会社にうじうじしたやつはいらない。
Dang.
いらないならここで働いても就職活動にならないんじゃ。
いい加減にしろ北原。お前、私を怒らせるためにわざわざ呼び出したのか。
そういうつもりじゃ。すいません。
I like that. With that, look the pouting. The pouting. With that, Mari-san behaves like a child, looking sulky, put her lips slightly to her glass, and brings about an excessive frown. But for me, every time I get scolded like that, even if just a little, I get back some of my usual wellness. The reality that me saying that I'm going to quit makes Mari-san this sulky makes a bit embarrassed, though it should be the opposite.
ねえマリさん。
なんだ。
俺本当に海洋者を狙ってもいいんですか。もしかしたらマリさんの部下になるかもしれないのに。
お前がうちに入ったらグラフに抜いてくるに決まってるだろ。何のために人事の同期と今でもつながってると思う。
結構打算的な友情ですね。
That's life, Haruki. You get used to it.
嫌なのか、私の下で働くことが。
いえ嬉しいです。本気で。今の言葉だって本当に感謝してます。
だったら。
でも俺マリさんにあんな。
何もなかったと何度言わせれば気が済むんだ。
そう簡単に拭えるものだなんて思ってないです。俺もマリさんも。
あんなものティッシュでさっさと拭えた。まあその後クリーニングに出したけど。
Dang.
俺のしたことは女性に対して最低に卑劣な行為です。許されるはずないんです。
Haruki, I'll defend you as your lawyer. Mari-san, put that ass out. Roll up the skirt. It was consent, man. Consensual.
そこは突っ込んでもらわないと。
What?
無理ですよそんなの。笑い話になんかできるわけありません。
Because Mari-san, the moment I brought this up, your shoulders shivered, didn't they? Dang, she's still affected by it. Maybe I shouldn't joke about it anymore. It's not cool. I didn't know. I thought she was cool with it. I guess she's not. My bad, Mari. I'm sorry. Compared to when you first came, the distance between us now is keeping us apart, isn't it?
でも厚かましいかもしれないけど、マリさんがいつか忘れてくれるなら前向きに償いたいって思ってます。
Though it makes think considerably of the loneliness, I still manage to speak out as joyfully as I can in the face of Mari-san's attitude.
来年の春、きっと俺編集部に戻ってきます。一生懸命働いて返しますから。だから
今すぐそれをやればいいんだ。遠慮なく限界まで償わせてやるから。
今はダメです。俺がいたたまれません。気持ちの整理まだついてないから。
そこまで落ち込むくらいならあんなうかつなことしなければいいんだ。その気もなかったくせに。だから落ち込むなって言ってるだろ。いや、今のは蒸し返した私が悪い。忘れて。
はい。
She whips away my joyful acting as much as she can, but there is one thing in my heart that I had not considered. I had those feelings that I had back then. That's why I'm feeling all over the place right now. That's why I can't remain calm in front of Mari-san. Me doing that thing to Mari-san means that I was looking at Mari-san wholly with those eyes. Right now I need to put space between us and let things cool down, but to not view Mari-san as a woman. I really wonder if I can do that.
今はそーっとしておいてください。その代わり1年後、もっと使えるやつになってから胸を張ってマリさんの下に戻ってきますから。
生意気言いやがって。
Mari-san's voice was silky, as it should be, but it was mixed with a little bit of an accent that sounded like a pout.
自分の気持ちばかりで人の都合を考えない。これだから近頃の若いやつ。
マリさんだってバ
ーボン、一番強いやつ。ロック、いやストレートで。
Oh!
今日は飲まないって言ってませんでしたっけ？
飲まなきゃやってられるか。せっかく私が。
マリさん。
Honestly, I shouldn't be thinking this, but as usual, she's exceptionally cute whenever she pouts. Like I thought, they are similar.
もう一杯。
ピッチ早すぎです。
Even though she seemed blatantly suffering, Mari-san has since then downed 3 barbon in succession.
うるさい。お前なんかに私の気持ちが分かってたまるか。
話してもらわないと分かるわけないです。マリさんも俺の気持ち分からないでしょ。俺の話まだ終わってないです。だからこれ以上飲まないでください。さっきシラフで聞くって約束してくれましたよね。
この程度酔ったうちに入らない。
それでもここまでにしといてください。これあとは俺がいただきますから。
If we're talking about the usual, then this amount is child's play for her. But I can see clear as day that she's pushing herself too much. After all, her complexion is quickly turning pale. Now's not the time to just be pleasantly watching her.
勝手に話せ。ちゃんと聞いてるから。
Having her glass taken by me, Mari-san gets increasingly sulky, puts her chin on her hands, and turns her face away from me.
じゃあ話します。俺があの夜なんであんな気持ちになってしまったのか。
The glass I took from Mari-san had a bit more stronger lipstick than usual. As I raised the glass kiss mark up to the light, I began to talk as bite-sized bits.
あの時考えてたこと、感じてたこと全部。その上でマリさんにさばいてもらおうと思ってます。
Because if we don't talk, there's no way we'll understand each other, even if it's the most despicable, selfish thing out there.
少し長い話になります。3年前に遡りますから。マリさん、あの DVD 見たんですよね。トーマ上総が映ってる付属祭のライブ映像。
Yo, what they usually call him? Master, right? the master at the bar. He heard everything. Juicy gossip. Not only did Mori-san turn her back away, but now she even stopped giving a reaction.
そこに一緒に写ってる俺のことも。
In spite of that, I still believe that she is honestly listening to me. I returned back to myself 3 years ago as the rep of Hojo High Class 3E and the backup for the K-On Club, light music club. I like calling it K-On Club, bro.
あのユニット、学園祭の数日前に結成したって前に話しましたよね。もともと出る予定だった連中が女絡みで空中分解して。
I wonder if they're gonna finally tell us who's that girl that like destroyed the entire K-On Club single-handedly. And I wonder what that girl did to Takia. Because I mean, Takia did let her join under a condition.
その後、トーマを引き込んで付きっきりで教えてもらって、なんとか人前で演奏できるレベルにまで押し上げてもらったって。そんな風に俺今までずっとトーマカズサのことしか話さなかった。でもあの舞台の上には俺たち以外にもう一人いたんです。俺なんかよりトーマなんかよりもよほど目立ってて、観客の注目と歓声を一手に集めてたボーカルの女の子がいたんです。本当は俺が最初に同好会に引きずり込んだのはトーマじゃなくて、あのボーカルの彼女だったんです。
Setsuna.
彼女は今でも俺と同じ北条台にいて、それで俺と彼女はそのマリさん。
The moment that the story had finally stepped into the core. Though she should have left me to speak the whole time, Mari-san raised her voice that made her seem like she was throwing up.
すまん。気持ち悪い。しかも立てないくらいに。悪いが洗面所に連れてってくれ。
Okay. That's not it. She really was throwing up. Shouldn't have had that barb on. I don't know why she threw up. You think it's because of
着
nervousness?
きましたよ。しっかりしてください。
When I finally found the light switch through the dark, the room had helped me a few days ago lit up with the same pillars at that time. It really returned to how it was that time. After working so hard to clean it, it only took us weeks.
下ろしますよ。力抜いてください。
After letting go of Mari-san's body, which I was supporting, I slowly put her to bed, as she was. Mari-san's face is still pale, with cold sweat dripping down her forehead.
とりあえず薬飲みましょう。薬箱どこです？
Oh, this is just like when he helped Touma. Remember when Touma got sick? Haruki barged into her house and took care of her. He made food for her too. I remember that.
買い置き切らしてるかも。
俺ある程度なら持ってます。胃腸薬と風邪薬と頭痛薬とウコン、どれがいいですか？
本当に用心深いやつだな、北原は。
これくらい常識ですよ。はい、お水飲めますか？
うん。
As I held out the cup to the collapsed Mari-san, she replied back with just a slight opening of her mouth. I reluctantly tilt the glass slowly so that it did not spill. Though, once I touched Mari-san's lips with the tip of the cup, she sips the water, and that throat of her gulps repeatedly.
熱はないみたいなんだけど、今も気分悪いですか？
うん。
首を縦に振るのも横に振るのも飲み終わってからにしてください。
お前が水を飲ませながら質問するからだ。
For the meantime, it looked like she was consciousness was working properly.
体調悪いなら無理して来なくても、連絡さえくれれば日を改めたのに。
そんな甘え仕事じゃ通用しない。
これは仕事じゃなくてプライベートなんですから、少しは 甘えがあったっていいじゃないですか。
うるさいな北原は。
Dang, she reminds me of Kazusa. Seemingly sulky, Mari-san turned away from me. However, she also relaxed her whole body and slowly stretched out her limbs. Just the other day, she was in front of a man who seemed ready to commit a crime. Even though her state of health isn't well, she is still too defenseless.
明日病院行ってきた方が。
明日はどこも休みだ。ついでに私も休みだ。
It's a holiday?
なら明日一日おとなしく寝てるんですよ。
お前は本当に説教臭いやつだな。私の方が何もかも立場が上だってのに。
マリさんが心配だからです。
私は大丈夫だ。正直もう随分楽になった。今から飲み直すことだってできるぞ。
やめてください、無茶は。
While being amazed by Mari-san, whining like a child, I could sense signs of improvement from her, which honestly made me relieved. The same as before, her complexion isn't looking too good, but it's not that her sweat has subsided either. Even so, in comparison now to when we were out, she wasn't able to even whine, so right now, she certainly seems comfy. She doesn't seem to be comfortable? Before I could notice, she only had her shirt on top, her belt also unfastened, even her skirt hooked similarly so. Sure, I can see anything critical, but with this, I'm peeking through the gaps in her formal wear, and her body and underwear, which I should never see are.
本当に大丈夫なんですか？
ああ、もう全く問題ない。心配かけてすまなかった。
俺はどうでもいいんです。マリさんは平気なんですね。
本当に楽になったよ。北原のおかげだ。
そう言ってもらえるとほっとします。
そっか。じゃあ
俺そろそろ帰ります。
I noticed the confused state Mari-san is in.
それじゃあお大事に。しばらく編集部にも顔出さなくなりますけど、お元気で。
Well, that's what you get, Mari-san. You said that you're fine, so Haruka's like, if you're fine, I'm going home. The unchanged scenery from last week forced me to remember.
なんでだ？
なんでって、それが常識だからです。
Me being in this room is something that cannot be. After all, the spot of the incident is right here.
私を見捨てて帰るのがお前の常識なのか？
You said you were okay.
大丈夫なんですよね。つい今そう言いましたよね。
Right now, I can't come with anything convenient as how Mari-san intends to criticize me with the way she's speaking.
お前は私の言葉を額面通りに受け取るのか？肺炎の時だって鼻風邪と言い張った人間だぞ。40度の熱があっても休んだことないんだぞ。
だから明日はゆっくり休んでください。それでも辛かったら月曜も休んでください。
この前泣いてるお前のそばにいてやったじゃないか。
Dang.
なんてお知らずだ。
Ungrateful Haruki. But why? Would this person only continue displaying a demeanor that I see as extraordinarily cute to me?
俺はあなたを犯そうとした男ですよ。
ああ、そうだ。この最低男。
Mari-san, who at one point was being peevish, will no longer cover up for me.
そうです。俺は最低なんです。だからマリさんのそばにいるべきじゃないんです。
And now Mari-san, who was once peevish, is ruining herself with logic full of holes that can't be thought of as usual. Once again, I stare at Mari-san, while putting space between us. Her face, that had been pale, has now turned back considerably in a tinge of red. And those moist eyes make me recall another girl, the opposite of what is happening right now. Her expression is undoubtedly angry, but I could distinguish that the other feelings mixed in there was gloom. How many times have blended in to begin with?
帰ります。
北原。
I can't. If I continue staring at her eyes like this, there's no doubt I'll succumb to her again.
とにかく今は寝てください。明日起きて、それでも辛かったら電話ください。
待て。
Come on, bro, Haruki! Haruki!
待って。
Haruki. And if that were the case, what happened back then would definitely... On the contrary, I can't even go easy on this instance of Maru-san being so feeble.
それじゃあおやすみなさい。
違うんだ。これは別に本当に病気でも何でもないんだ。
じゃあなんだって言うんですか。どう見たって辛そうじゃないですか。
だからこれは多分薬の副作用だ。
いい加減なこと言わないでください。何の薬を飲んだって言うんですか。
ピル。
Pills. At that moment, what? I couldn't understand what Maru-san was saying at all. Due to her ponderous expression and complexion. No way! No way, right? No way, right? I'm thinking about birth control, bro. No way, right? Bro, she had her clothes on! Hold on. Due to her ponderous expression and her complexion that flared up instantly, I could only deduce that Maru-san had an unbelievable confession to make to me. Pills?
その一昨日から飲み始めたんだ。仕事の合間縫って婦人科行って処方してもらった。
Prescription.
どこがいいとか全然わからなかったから沢子に泣きついて簡単な問診だけで処方してくれる病院を探してもらった。
Mine has gone blank.
仕事の合間に食事抜きで待合室に並んで、しかも沢子に思いっきり生温かい目で見られて、とんだいき恥をさらしたん。
But that medicine is...
なんでそんなものを。
なんでって、それを言わせる気か。あれの用途なんて一つしかないだろ。
contraception. Moreover, 2 days ago. The next day is when I called Mari saying I'd like to meet her.
マリさん。
That's why she went to the bathroom. That's why she threw up. This is what the fuck? What meaning are you trying to tell me with that?
だから帰るなんて言うな。
My feet were glued to the floor the instant Mari-san murmured those few words to me.
なんで俺だってマリさんにあんなこと。
仕事今は絶対に辞めたくないんだ。だから妊娠だけはダメだったんだ。
What?
そういうことじゃなくて。
そういうことなんだ。あの日お前を受け入れなかったことにそれ以外の理由なんかないんだから。
Damn. Wow! Once again, any thoughts that resided in my head were scattered away. Because she played trump card that completely nullified the sin of my deplorable actions back then.
いやごめん、もう一つだけ隠してた。旅行中毎日飲んでて肌ボロボロだったからそれもちょっと抵抗があった。
I don't mind your dry skin.
そんな。
I'll butter you up in that cocoa butter. Oh god!
鈴木のやつひどいんだぞ。久しぶりに会った途端人の顔まじまじ見て肌荒れてますよって。
ちょっと。
だからしばらく酒はやめてたんだ。それと仕事帰りに深夜営業のエステに通って。
Girl. Oh!
待ってくださいマリさん、待って。
でもさっきつい勢いで飲んでしまって肌に悪いわ、気分まで悪くなるわでもう最悪。
そんなくだらないことはどうでもいいから。それよりさっき言ったこと。
It all makes sense, dude! Every action she made at the bar makes sense. Before I knew it, Mari-san's face was right in front of my eyes. Even though I only sidled up beside her bed to witness her feverish expression up close.
くだらないとは何事だ。 ベストじゃない体を晒してお前にがっかりされたらどうするんだ。
That's when Mari-san's angry tone reverberates sharply in my eyes. That and Mari-san's warm breath are gently teasing my cheeks.
今週だけで10万近くつぎ込んでるんだからな。
Jeez.
お前が二人きりで会いたいなんて言うから。
Jeez, 1,000 yen? I mean $1,000, 100,000 yen, 1 grand of the USDs. Why? What? Such a person who wasted so much time and money and time on a person like me. Doing that much for giving me. Instead, could it be that she, for my sake,
俺をかばうために無理してそんなこと言ってるんじゃ。
to prevent me from feeling guilty and use her own body to protect me?
くだらないこと言ってるのはお前の方だ。なんでそんな卑屈な態度ばかり取るんだよ。
だってマリさん、俺は
As expected, the explanation that was inconvenient to me was cut down in a single sword strike. That alone is something that can be expected of Mari-san.
だとしてもそれほどまでに大切な部下だということだ。
Ooh. My bad. Let me
だとしても
run that back.
それほどまでに大切な部下だということだ。求められたら断れないくらいに。
That's not something a boss should say. That's also not something I can forgive to a subordinate. Words like these can't come out from my mouth anymore. And just that my hands are unknowingly. I don't have any more excuses. I reach out my hands to touch Mari-san's forehead and caress her without hesitation.
やっぱりマリさんは愚かですよ。
Oh,
違う。これはリスク管理だ。
I don't know any boss that gets spoiled by her subordinates. I'm pretty sure I won't meet any more bosses like that anymore in the future.
だって私はお前よりその
She's not even that old.
そこそこ年上で。
She's like 26, right? How old is he? Haruki's like, I don't even know what's the drinking age of Japan. So I'm gonna just sum it up. I'm assuming he's 18. Alright? Because all characters are above the age of 18. That's what all division officers say. So he's at least 18 when he was in high school. Plus 3, he's 21. They're only like 5 years apart. That's pretty big actually. Well, it's not that big, but it's still pretty big. That's the generation gap, maybe. I don't know. As my hands tickled her cheeks, Mari-san averted her eyes from my vision.
私の方が大人なんだからいろんな対策はこっちで打つべきで。
そういうのは普通。男のやることです。
そうやって待ってばかりでそれきりになってしまったらどうする。悔しいじゃないか。
マリさん。
I wanted her face to turn away like her eyes, so I sandwiched my hands on her cheek.
キスしてもいいですか。
なんでそんなことわざわざ聞くんだ。何も言わずに犯そうとしたやつが。
あの時はごめんなさい。俺もうマリさんの嫌がることはしないから。
Oh my god, she got tomorrow off! She got tomorrow off, bro! You get to spend the entire day with Mari tomorrow. Because the situation was different from before. Silently build up the excitement within the heart and calmly attempt to understand its meaning. To understand what I really want to do now. I understand now who I have to betray. Oh, I forgot about Setsuna. I'm sorry, Setsuna.
マリ様。
待って。
はい。
That's why, even if I got rejected before, I'll definitely stop it.
私やっぱりその
Haruki says, too late. Kiss her right now.
やめます。
Too late. In front of my eyes, Mari's lips dyed in red. It's hard to stop at this moment. But I'll never pressure Mari right now, because I can't afford to betray two people. I guess.
は磨いてくる
Oh, her teeth.
え
But the determination I built up was destroyed by Mari's son's words, filled with more determination.
このままキスなんてだってさっき私お店で
Oh, yeah, she did throw up. Maybe you should go brush your teeth.
あ
Yeah, go ahead. Oh, God, I forgot about that. Didn't feel good and went to the toilet.
どうしてこうなんだ早く気づけよ私
Damn, that was close. Mari's son saved Haruki from that vomit breath.
あ俺は気になんか
お前が良くても私が気にするんだ
Then Haruki will lick your vomit. He don't mind. Again, he'll probably eat your ass too, Mari. You go, Haruki. Again, followed up by the bright sound to my ears. Mari's breath covered my face. The slight smell of alcohol, and it wasn't that bad. It smells good.
少し待っててくれ30分ついでにシャワーも浴びてくる
Damn.
全部洗ってくるから
マリさん体調の方は
絶対に帰るんじゃないぞもし帰ったりしたらこの前のことを警察に通報してやる
What? What? I thought you said forget about it. What you mean you're going to tell the police? Bro, that's fucked up. Doesn't that mean Mari got you chained up by your neck? She owns you for life. She got your blackmail, bruh. She got you. Damn, you're chained up. You can't leave Mari no matter what now. It's too late. We have to betray Setsuna. If we don't betray Setsuna and we still love Setsuna, go back to her. We're going to jail. Oh, it's fucked. It's done. You're done. This is a Mari route for life. You can only love Mari now. She'll tell the police what happened. But she got you for life, man. That's messed up. Oh, that is Haruki's fault. You should never push her down. I mean, she rolled up her skirt though, man. She did it voluntarily. She lifted that ass up. Face down, ass up, roll up the skirt. That was consensual. I got you, Haruki. If she do tell the police, you can call me as your lawyer. I got proof. It seems that I've been worrying for no reason again. Because she's too much in a panic. Her health is but something trivial right now. Dang. Haruki's chained up for life. I don't mind, Mari's cute, so... Whoa, what the heck is dark already? When I came out the bathroom, the room had changed to indirect lighting. Oh, you know what time it is? It is time to put that sensor on. Hold on. Excuse me. I properly filled the bath with water, made sure to heat it up, and slowly calmed down my racing heart. Because it's the same situation as back then, so I don't want to make the same mistake as I did that time.
マリさん
I bump in the futon above the bed. Doesn't move an inch, but also brings up memories of that time.
マリさん
But I don't stop there. I already gone past that point by wounding the person in front of me.
こっち向いてください
いやけど
Bro, I suddenly grew 6. Bro, I'm suddenly 6 foot. What happened?
こっち向いて
Turned
く
into
れ
a
ない
man.
とキスもできないです
やだやっぱり恥ずかしい
This is going to be the moment of truth. Is Mari's son a virgin? I'll find out right now. If you take into account how strong her tone usually is, those words with that pitch in her voice coming out of her mouth is unimaginable. It take my breath away.
その勝手に済ませてくれ別に嫌って言ってるわけじゃないんだから
As if trying to hold off until the very end, Mari-san abruptly turns her back towards me.
マリさん
Dang, she wanted to face down ass up again. That's why she's turning around. Haruki, take that signal. She probably doesn't get it. The fact that she takes that attitude, it only raised the heartbeat unnecessarily.
触りますよ
黙って触ればいい。
I strip off the futon, hiding Mari-san away, exposing her limbs, as they're not so surprisingly curled up. Besides the small area covered up by the bath towel, the rest of the pearl white skin, fresh out of the bath, glistens back at me. First, I bring my hands to touch the slender shoulders in front of me. Then, as if to embrace her from behind, I crawl into the bed. That's why I didn't censor, bro. I knew it. Cause she's still wearing that bath towel. Dude, she got some, her titties is pretty big. I like that. If I was Hanuki, I'll be going for the back of her neck, bro. I'll be leaving kiss marks on her back. That armpits. Let me sniff him. Wait, what? As if able to glide without any resistance, my hand drifts from Mari-san's shoulder to her arm. When I bring my face close to the nape of her neck, oh, see, that's what I said too. I'll kiss the back of her neck. A faint heat drifts towards me, together with the smell of soap. Unable to resist, I touch there with my lips. When I do, Mari-san's scent comes out mixed with that of a soap. When I try to rub my lips against hers, they glide across her skin like my hands did.
北原、
はい。
私の肌どうだ？
Perfect.
気持ちいいです。あったかくて滑らかで。
本当？
本当か？
はい。
Mwah! Mwah! I have no intention to lie. As evidence, my hand can't stop at just stroking Mari-san's arms and goes around her sides to have his feel of tenderness beyond that.
興奮するか？
100%.
ずっとしてます。
All this whole time! While continuing to kiss her from her neck down to her shoulders, the scent hanging off of Mari-san makes me lose my self-control, and the sounds of my breathing eventually become louder than my kisses.
そうか。よかった。実は先週からコラーゲンも取ってるんだ。
マリさん。
Even though I'm at wit's end.
若い子と比べても遜色ないかな。その北原と同じくらいの子たちと。
なんでそんなにコンプレックス持ってるんです？マリさんだって十分若いって何度言ったら。
This woman has failed to see too just how worked up I am. Where has the usual sharpness and confidence of her face gone?
お前もマリさんだってって言うじゃないか。マリさんがとは言わないじゃないか。
Dang, I guess that's true. That she got a point.
お前がそんなに年下なのがいけないんじゃないか。
It looks like everything I admired about her, her personality, her ability, and her experience. None of it can win against just a measly 5-year age difference.
すいません。
I really don't understand the heart of a woman. Of course, if I did, then I wouldn't be here right now.
謝ってもしょうがないだろ。北原のせいじゃないのに。何言ってるんだ。
ごめんなさい、マリさん。ごめんなさい。
だから謝ったら済むとでも。
I don't want to hear you, Haruki. Shut up. I spread pecks and kisses over and over across her nape of her shoulder, blowing my hot breath across her skin, now wet with my saliva. In order to get Mari-san to calm down from her needless confusion, I make sure not to be too intense. While stroking her sides, I take out Mari-san's bath towel and then gently crawl my hands over her now exposed back. Alright. Oh. My bad. I I thought he said, whatever, bro. This skin is so soft that it renders the worries of the person it belongs to as laughably pointless. Ever the same, she still refuses to turn towards me. The woman in front of me remained curled up and facing away. If you ask me how I feel about it, it isn't something that stopped me from touching or kissing her from behind in the slightest.
辛いですか？嫌だったら言ってくれたら。
くすぐったいだけだ。
Ah.
すぐに慣れる。
Taking Marson acting tough. As approval, I slithered my tongue after a kiss and happily breathed in. Her back, fresh out of the bath, is hot. And that's not just the fault of the bath. With every kiss, with every caress, Marson's body trembles. It's true, she probably acting this way because it tickles. Excuse me. However, I don't think that's all there is to it. It's because alongside a sudden intake of air, there's a sigh, like she overcome with emotion and a sweet voice. Excuse me. Escaping from her nose mixed in. I slowly reduce my kiss on her back, or bring my hand to the lateral side of her thigh, to the medial side with careful strokes.
マリさん、もう少し力抜いてくれますか？
北原、お前、なんか経験豊富っぽいぞ。
Thank you, Kazusa, for the experience.
そんなことないですよ。
Touma.
全然。俺、女の人とこういうことしたのってほとんど。
少しはあるってことだろ？
Does that mean she has no experience? 26? Mari was trying to slip in between her thighs. Then Will was trying to slip in. My hand comes to a halt.
私にそんな詭弁を使うなんて10年早い。まあ別に構わないけど、お互い様だし。
続けますね。
So I start moving once again. I can't reach into the gap itself, so my finger crawls around and gradually reach within.
お前、本当のこと言われて怒るなんて。
怒ってなんかいません。ただ、今はマリさんが欲しいだけです。もちろん嫌ならやめます。だからそんな質問じゃなく、一言やめろって。
悪かったよ。好きにしてくれ。
力。
I saw her stubbornness had finally lost. The strength with which Marson closed off her thighs finally give away. At the same time, the rest of my hand finally make it in, begins to caress Marson's thighs in order to embrace them. As suspected, the inside of her thighs are incredibly hot and a little wet with sweat. My kisses now descend down to her waist. Before I know it, I take in a stance like I'm clinging to Marson's lower body. The sensation conveyed to my mouth makes me gradually realize I'm pulling on bone. Beyond that remains the thick flesh. But I stop going any lower. Instead, I let my lips and tongue make multiple visits upon her waist, back, and sides. As if aggressively trying to assault her, my still visible hand doesn't go above her thighs. Instead, slowly going down until it reaches the calf of her legs. As though intentionally avoiding her most precious area, I slowly let my affection for Marison accumulate elsewhere. Like that, she slowly melts. The aversion I planted to her, the fear towards me, towards sex. Wait, I take my time gently, kindly, so that eventually she can allow her body and mind to melt away.
ほら、そんなところまでいいよ。
The moment my hand arrives at the sole of her foot, the ticklish sensitivity makes Marison unintentionally let out a wild cry. But I pay no mind to Mari-san's reaction. I continue to entwine my fingers around her feet down to its very toes, carefully massaging it. It's because the moment I started stroking her down there, I was clear that Mari-san's tension had begun to unravel. She lets out her voice, unlike a loud shriek, but more like a low-pitched, composed voice similar to a sigh. Whatever the case, she doesn't seem to be against what I'm doing with my fingers. The feet, huh? Damn, we're gonna suck on them toes. Well, I guess we're massaging them toes. Not bad.
何です？
お前本当に私に欲情してるのか？抱きたいって思ってるのか？
Dang, what's that called? Insecure. Yeah, she's so insecure, dude. We gotta convince her that we love her.
ものすごく思ってますよ。
にしては妙に散らすじゃないか。まるでおじさんみたいな触り方しやがって。
What? While caressing her toes, Marson mutters some slightly sarcastic remarks under her breath. But in the end, her response now really are different from before. Uh-oh. There we go. She bends her knees, offering her feet towards me, and simply entrusts herself to me to be played around with. My hands and lips have gone around the whole length of her body at this point. Has she finally relaxed or...
キスしてもいいですか？
とっくに準備できてるよ。本当に遠回りばかりしやがって。
すいません。
しかも謝ってばっかりだ。バカめ。
Aw. Mari's-san's attitude is completely different, but it's almost as though she's having fun insulting me. But that's without a doubt just a sign that she's finally relaxed.
マリさん、
Okay, I think I have to censor now. I think he's finally going to stick it in. I'll come back with a report if she's a virgin or not. Not that it really matters, but you know, I know people want to know. From around her waist area, I bring my head back up towards Mari's-san's face. Mari's-san's body was still facing away from me. However, she turned her face towards my direction and giggled just a little bit. We're back. I have a report to make. Mari's-san's not a virgin. Not that it really matters in the first place. She's not a virgin, dude. Someone else took her first time. Whoever that man is, we'll kill him. We'll kill him. And that's the end of that. Okay. So while he was like caressing her, Mari-san said, before you could stick it in, do you love me? He was like, yes, I love you. And she was like, not as a senpai. Not, oh, I guess you can hear from her. There we go.
先輩としてとか人間としてとかじゃなくて女として好きなのか？
Of course I love you as a woman.
はい。好きです。
And she was like, do you love me? Like in love me. Like not out of respect or goodwill, but you actually love me. Haruka's like, yes, I love you. Excuse me. And then she was like, okay, you can stick it in. And then he's like, alright, I'm gonna stick it in. And then he sticked it in. She was like, are you inside yet? He's like, yes. And then this confirms. Also, I look at the CG, the H scene. There was no blood.
そっか。久しぶりだから感覚が思い出せなくて。
Haruka's like, he's like, this isn't your first time? Oh, that's what he was like. Honestly, bruh, come on, man. You don't want a girl for your first time, right? I meant like, wait a minute. Wait, let me let me run that back. You don't want a virgin, right? Because they're too inexperienced. They'll leave bite marks and do some wild shit. It's weird. So she's experienced. That's a good thing. But she's probably like Haruki, right? She only experienced it one time, and then that's probably it. Just like Haruki only experienced Touma, and that's it. But yeah, she's not a virgin. And then she was like, I'm glad you're the first man in such a long time, was you.
久しぶりの男がお前でよかったよ。
And Haruki is like, oh. He's gonna cry. He's gonna cry because he's like, damn it, why couldn't you just said that I was your first? Probably, right? But like I said, right? It doesn't matter if she's a virgin or not. It's still Mari-san. It all matters what happened at the end. Right? If we reach the finish line with her, that's what matters. Besides, he already had Touma. So that's his first, so it's pretty much even at that point. And then they pretty much make love at this point. And then what is it? Deep in an abyss? Oh. Hold on. He was like, are you done yet? He was like, ah. He's going to release it all inside of her. She'll accept everything. Wait, she said no. Wait, you said no. Oh, too late. It's huge. I just want to hear that. Okay. Damn, bro, she said it's huge. And then this is how to keep war cry. You want to hear his war cry? I kind of laugh at this because I heard his war cry so much from Koharu. It's pretty funny to me. He was like, ha! Right? And then this Mari war cry. One more scream. That was the last scream. And then I guess we'll listen to this one. This long? You really am young. Coming in, you're not too hot. Ah. Mari-san matches my contractions. She looks at me dumbfounded, or perhaps there's anything reflected in her gaze. And then now we're here. That was the H scene. Yep, Mari-san's not a virgin. That's fine, I guess. At least we made love to her. Like I said, it's not what happened in the beginning, right? Everyone have a dark history. It's how we finish the history. If we can go to the finish line with Mari-san, that's all that matters. Now what? Do we leave?
私の方も仕事がどんどん面白くなってしまって、徐々に二人の時間が作れなくなっていった。
そうですか。
Oh, she's talking about her first love. Because she's not a virgin, right? So obviously she had her first love. After that, Mari didn't sink into the aftertaste, but said, I'm going to take a shower and head into the shower room. She must be trying to pretend that nothing happened, hiding behind the bed sheets. I'm not sure what she's trying to hide, but if she doesn't hide that part where I went inside of her and wipe it off before I find out.
会えない時間が一月二月って長くなっていて、久しぶりに会ったのが前から半年後ってなった時、お互いもうこれはダメだってことになってね。
Dang, how long? They didn't met in months, 2 months, and so on. And the next time they finally met, Mari-san, her first lover, it's been half a year? Mari, who came out of the shower room, looks at me, who's lying on the bed, hesitates for a bit, and faced me this time, burying her face in my chest. To me and Mari-san, this is the second time her burning hot skin after the bath touched me. and I just can't make a complaint about it.
とは言ってもそれは本当に後日談でしかなくて
We warm up each other for a while. And Mari-san's words follow up during this.
それよりずっと前に広がっちゃった距離に傷ついててそのことを忘れるために仕事に没頭して余計に会えなくなるっていう悪循環
That's a story from years ago. According to her, it's definitely not something recent, but also not something too long ago. She doesn't want me to mind the exact time.
しかもそういう時の仕事に限って質が悪くてね当時のデスク今の編集長にめちゃめちゃ怒られた時期
それがマリさんの仕事に逃げるなの原点ですか？
今思えば本当に悪いことしたわ彼じゃなくてその当時の取材対象にね
Hey, I made this theory. Like, I made two theories, right? I'm gonna go back to my first theory. I think my first theory is right. Each heroine is a reflection of Haruki, right? Koharu is like Haruki from 3 years ago, before he became super depressed. And then when Koharu became depressed, there was a reflection of Haruki now, right? It was a reflection of Haruki now. And because he was able to see that reflection, he was able to move on. And then Mari is like a reflection of Haruki, what he's doing to Setsuna. He's avoiding Setsuna by working. He haven't seen Setsuna in a month, 2 months. He haven't seen Setsuna half a year. And then Haruki tried to continue to work to try to forget about Setsuna. That's what Mari did. I think each heroine is a reflection of Haruki. Koharu, Mari, Chiaki, even Setsuna herself. Nostalgic and a bit of regret, and bitter aftertaste, and after that, a bit of evidence and excuses. I'm pretty sure something dramatic happened. To whom and who she wants to be made jealous, and then settle everything nice and clean.
私は仕事に逃げるやつが許せない楽しめるくせに楽しまないやつが我慢できない
And after everything, look forward to everything.
だからあの時のお前は本当に大嫌いだったこれからはそういうのなくしてほしいんだ
In the end, and it ended with a bit of nostalgia.
はい。
But this isn't what I planned for. The things that I want to say to Mari-san. Even so, I can't fix the direction of the conversation right now. Besides, I can't even say what I intended to say from the beginning. Because the current me from 2 hours ago became the me from before. I can't become a topic to discuss with Mari-san now.
私はさ今の私は仕事とプライベートを完全に切り分けるただし仕事優先で
Such strong words, and the arms that hugged me from behind. It doesn't feel like it was collided for some reason.
例えばさ午後から仕事休んで2
Whoa.
人で役所に行って婚姻届を出そうって約束したとするよな
Mari! It's only been 1 day! She's thinking about marriage already. Yeah, Haruki, like, wait a minute. Remember Haruki? Mari, she can blackmail you, dude. She can call the police and told them what you did a few days ago. So she got you by the chain of your neck. You gotta be loyal to her forever.
おい今のは全く他意のない例え話だ妙なところで反応するの
It's okay, Mari. If you want to marry, Haruki's gonna marry you. It's not like he had a choice in the beginning.
すいません。
It's alright. I'm just joking around. Right? Don't get too mad. I like Mari a lot. But it's still pretty funny that she said that to Haruki. You know, before the H scene, Mari's like, hold on, I'm gonna take a shower. It'll be like 30 minutes. If you run away, I'm calling the police and told them what you did to me a few days ago. Haruki was like, wait a minute, what? I'll never forget what she said to Haruki. That's so messed up. Not like Haruki was gonna run away in the beginning, but he didn't have to say that. I think it'll be better if I just get back to topic.
それで本題はこっちだ。
I'm gonna hold it against
12
her.
時直前に特ダネの連絡が入って、どうしても現場に飛ぶ必要があったらお前はどうする？
What?
それは俺まだそういう状況には。
まあそうだよな。ちなみに私はためらいなく現場に飛ぶ。もし相手と連絡取れなくても構わない。
マリさん。
下手をしたら親の死に目もスルーかもしれない。
Damn.
今の風岡マリはそういう人間だ。
Dang, that's cold.
けどプライベートに戻ったら来たじゃない、彼氏に土下座する。許してくれって泣いて謝るよ。
Our emotions are a bit different.
まあそれ以前にそういうことしっかり話し合っておくのが大事だけどな。仕事に理解のない相手とはもう恋愛できないよ、私は。
But to Mari's son right now, her words are most likely the truth. Dang, you gotta be a house husband. Honestly, that's what it sounded like. Who's gonna take care of the kids? Mari's son said that she doesn't care if her relative dies. She'll get there no matter what. For that special report before 12. That means if the kid's in trouble, and you guys had a kid together, somebody gotta be there for the kid. Haruki, you gotta be there for the kid. I can't trust Mari-san on this one. If you're, we're gonna end up with Mari-san in the end. I know we're gonna have kids, so Haruki gotta be the one to step up to take care of the child.
言っておくが、今のは質問じゃないぞ。
分かってます。
Because the Mari I knew from half a year ago already did a lot of things that made me believe these accomplishments of hers. To me, she's my ideal working person.
ちなみに俺はそういうのを理解しようとすると思います。今のは回答じゃありませんけど。
What was his answer? I know.
そうか。そうか。
Her strength from the arms loosened, and her fingers touches my cheeks. Then, as her face slowly gets near mine, it's the first time I've gotten a kiss from her.
やっぱりお前は私が見込んだ通りの男。いや、後輩だよ。
What?
マリさん。
I'm sorry, Mari-san. To me right now, everything including me was a lie. The reason for me wanting you wasn't to heal my wounds. Because no matter how much it hurts, I'm afraid of the disappearance of that wound. I just wanted the pain to become an excuse of mine. The cure that I received wasn't a remedy. It's just an anesthetic.
北原、
マリさん。マリさん。
そんな風に人を割れ物みたいに扱うな。これじゃまるで私が年下みたいだ。
可愛いです。マリさん。
私が言ってるのはまさにそれのことだ。
But why does this anesthetic feel so good? If this goes on, I don't think I'll stop relying on her. I won't be able to go back anymore. What day is it? 1/16 Sunday.